Scott Teeter, coach, a very, very close 8-7 loss today against top 25 Virginia Tech. Your thoughts on the game?
This one stings a little. It stings a little. I'm proud of my girls' effort. I thought they played really hard for 60 minutes and through some tough conditions there. I think that the fouls being lopsided so much, 43-22. And like that's easy to put the blame on the officials, but we got to be better. We have to be better and play within the parameters of the officials. In there that we gave up too many second opportunities, and if it wasn't for Rachel standing on her head in the second half, especially to allow us to claw back into it and keep in the game, it could have been a little bit. The spread might have been too much for us to overcome. I thought in the first half as well too, our attack didn't really do the best on their shot selections. Their goalie is outstanding, one of the top in the ACC, and we weren't faking. We were just trying to power it by her. In the second half, we sort of figured her out a little bit better, and we're able to muster us there. But it was today, all in all, a great lacrosse game, I thought.
19-minute mark to go in this one. You're down by 4. You make that rally. You get back with one goal of them. Some of the things that y'all were doing successfully in that rally?
I think it was making stops defensively, making stops defensively and making big saves and really taking our chances up the field. She had a couple great looks off of saves that we got some transition looks that led to some free positions, and really just pushing it. I thought that there was a few more times too that we allowed Virginia Tech to get the ground ball off of a long possession, and they made us play defense some more, and a good clock management on their part. But I thought we made enough plays, and we played rock solid defensively in the second half.
Rachel, let's just talk a little bit about that second half. Incredible effort out of you. 12 saves in there, 17 for the game. You tie your own record. So it was a tough second half for you, but you were really getting some great stops back there.
Oh, thank you so much. I think just in the second half, we all realized that this is our game, and we had that opportunity to really come back defensively. Like Coach Teeter said, I think really held their own in the second half and just was able to make plays and keep the ball out.
What kind of motivation does that provide for you all coming up for your next game? You've played a top 25 team oh so close. You come up and you've got Longwood up next. Just talk about the motivation that gives you for that. You can start, and then Coach, you can follow up with it.
Yeah, I think we're ready for a win. We've put all the hard work in, and just this good momentum that we had in the second half is gonna carry over to Longwood and hopefully to UNC and then games after that.
Yeah, we just need to keep getting better. We have a really young team in front of us, so there's a lot of learning curves, and today was another learning curve. And it came down to that we can't say we didn't have our chances. We hit two posts in the last 5 minutes off plays that we executed, and unfortunately they just didn't go in for us. But we battled and we made the plays defensively, so that's a positive. And I think in our last couple games, I don't think we played well for 60 minutes. Okay, today I could say that we played hard for 60 minutes, and it was back and forth, but both teams had some pushes and had some answers. So I definitely think we can build off of that. We can learn. And Virginia Tech is a good quality ACC team, and we played right with them today, and we have Longwood, and then get ready for another challenge with UNC at their place. So obviously we got to take the positives, and there is some mistakes in there, but to fix, but it's not as many as there was a few games ago.
Some of the main things you want your team to learn from this one, Coach, as you get ready for Longwood?
Yeah, it's just there that you got to play within the parameters of the officials, okay? And we just came off a game that the officials allowed us to play. They allowed us to play in both teams, and it's really back-to-back games in Michigan and Vanderbilt too. The officiating allowed both teams to play, and this one here, it was a little called obviously a little bit tighter, so we need to learn to play within the parameters of the officials. But then the other thing is too is like just come ready to play. I don't think that we got down early in the game, but I think we should have been up early. Okay, that we had some great chances offensively, and we got into a really good defensive battle today. That we held our own when our offense wasn't scoring, and it wasn't that we were really misfiring. It was that Virginia Tech was making plays as well too, and playing in a close game and in tight game. All right, usually one team's going to really fold, and I don't think either team folded today. It was right down to the wire.
Rachel's one of the team's upperclassmen, one of the motivators on this squad. What do you say to your teammates to bring them back around and get them ready for what looks to be a very tough next week?
Just like Coach Teeter said, just making sure that we emphasize the positives. Even though we did lose today, we did show a lot of fight. We showed that we're a great team and get the next one. Just keeping positive and not getting too down on ourselves.